House of the Dragon Season 2 is currently leaving us at the edge of our seats.
Episode 2 is out and it left no stone unturned.
Yes, the characters were truly busy, and yes, what they were up to. Tread carefully because there might be spoilers in this recap review.
So last week we were left wondering the aftermath of what happened with Aegon's son. And this week we tell you that Aegon is calling for blood because of the loss of his child.
So in this episode, Helena, the mother, is broken. Alicent is broken, of course, left confused. Everybody's just really crying. Honestly, there's really a lot of sadness in the castle. Otto and Alicent actually are trying to just make sense out of everything. Especially Otto, who is suggesting that let us make something out of the death of this young child. Let his blood not be in vain. We can actually sway it for our benefit.
Through a public somber procession to let everybody know what Rhaenyra has done to a child.
Meanwhile, on the side of Team Black, Rhaenyra is livid to hear what has happened to this child. Especially what has also happened to her sister Helena. Adam learned that she did not call for this child's death at all.
Yeah, so she looks to her husband and she gets her answers. He's responsible for this atrocity. And a fight ensues between both of them.
Daemon is not willing to swallow Rhaenyra's accusations, so he decided to just leave on his dragon's back.
Aegon is still very pissed about this, and following the confession of the goat cloak that they caught, that his accomplice is actually a rat catcher. So he decided to hang every single rat catcher because the man doesn't remember the name or doesn't know the name of his accomplice.
So when Otto found out about this, he was really pissed off at the impulsive decision of Aegon. So he went on this long rant at his grandson, and by the end of this rant, Aegon asked his grandfather Otto Hightower to hand over his badge to Sir Criston Cole. This is because Sir Criston has actually devised a devilish plan before this scene. He actually told Eric or Eric, these names are very confusing. He sent over Sir Eric to go and pose as his brother on the Team Black side. If you don't remember these twins, they actually saw an oath to protect the former king, King Viserys. Yeah. And now that he's dead, and now that the kingdom is torn into two, these twins, they had to choose a side, like all of us. And so Eric is on Team Green and Eric is on Team Black.
So Eric now has to deliver his task that he was sent to go and assassinate the Queen Rhaenyra. But when he got there, his brother stopped him from carrying this out, and everything ended very tragically.
So one ended with tragedy. Episode 2 did not really end with tragedy though, but there was tragedy there. But it still ended with Alicent and Sir Criston. But there are a lot of scenes that are just really captivating, that we really keep your mind like, which one is it for you?
I think it's the fight between the twins. Then when the carriage actually got hooked while they were doing this procession for the heiress to take him to the dragon pit so they can burn his body. I think those are my highlight scenes in this episode.
This fight between the twins, it was really pretty emotional for me because I know that when Sir Criston sent Eric to the other side, I know he was sending him on a suicide mission, but I did not know how it's going to play out. He lost his brother so much, and saying that he already knew that it was going to be a difficult choice, but they already saw this oath that everybody's talking about. They already saw an oath to defend, and they just had to continue like that. Yes, it's obviously on top of the highlights, but actually my personal favorite scenes this episode was the ones with Otto Hightower. I like how he was just very sensible. Rhaenyra, this episode, they were really in control of their emotions most of the time. Rhaenyra feels exposed though, but she's still trying to just keep things together no matter what. While for Otto is also the one that's keeping things together on the side of Team Green. When he was talking about his great-grandchild that died, don't you have any sense of pain in you at all? And later on, he answered my question by saying, yeah, it's not like it's not money, but we just have to do the sensible thing. And honestly, his plan, although devilish, it was a good plan. The fact that they have to try and sway public opinion. The procession was really bad. It was terrible, actually. It was terrible. Helena, how Alice said, it was bad, but it worked in swaying the public opinion. But at the same time, you know, Aegon had his ways of just messing things up. So yeah, I just liked everything that Otto was in, because he was just really handing it to everybody in the most honest way possible, especially Aegon.
Yeah, it was nice. And the part I really felt like he was pained was when he lost the position of being the hand of the king. That part, I could just see how he just aged. Like, he's already exhausted with this thing. Like, this is all my hard work, and I'm kind of losing it now because of a stupid child's decision. The actor, he's really good. And I like the scene where Rhaenyra and Daemon had this confrontation, because from what I read in the book, I don't think they had these issues in the book like that. So them interpreting it like this, and us seeing them it's not really intimate, but having this kind of conversation for the first time in the series, I really appreciate this scene a lot. It just gave you an insight to Daemon's internal struggles, and also Rhaenyra's struggles as well with getting married to her uncle.
Yes, it really showed them in a very vulnerable state, and it kind of answered a lot of questions. Yes, he likes her and he respects her, but at the same time, is Daemon willing to see Rhaenyra as his queen? Because most of the things he's doing is as if it's for his own selfish reason, soothing some demon in him by doing all this reactions in the name of the Queen Rhaenyra. I don't have any predictions for episode 2. I've not read the book, but I am hoping for more edge of the seat moment. I want some action. Honestly, I really need some action by this point. If the war is coming, it should come quickly. The most badass moment this episode was when Daemon rode his dragon. When the dragon was coming outside and Daemon was frowning, it was really cool. I really like that scene. Tell us your favorite scene in the comments.
Yeah, and do not forget to like this video, share, and subscribe to We Have Binge Watching.
Yeah, until next time, do take care of yourself. Goodbye.